South Carolina Gamecock fans. Oh man, y'all 2023 season is about to get real. Got Spencer Rattler coming back out of the transfer portal. Had 399 attempts, 264 completions. He had a 66% completion percentage through the whole season. He threw for 3,000 yards. That's about average 7 yards per throw, 18 touchdowns. He had 12 interceptions. He had a QB rating 138. Getting his favorite target back, Wells Jr., was ranked in the top ESPN 150. It was tied 39th for 68 receptions, had 44th in yards, 928, six touchdowns. He averaged 13 yards per catch. Good target. Think his best season was in 2021, I believe. Great season he had then, and he's just adding it to the. And he's a great target for Spencer to come back to. And they also got a commit from Nick Elkness from the Florida Gators. He didn't start for the Florida Gators, but he is a big boy, 6'6", 234 pounds, good blocker. They also got Trey Knox from the Arkansas Razorbacks out of the transfer portal. Had 26 receptions, 296 yards, five touchdowns, and he averaged 11 yards per catch. Pretty good. And to sum it all up, he got Nick Gargiulo, a team captain from Yale. Means he's smart, Ivy League school, big boy that can block, 6'7". Now, with that being said, their schedule strength is an A plus to me because they got two teams on there from last year that they beat when they was ranked in the top 10. First off, they got the North Carolina Tar Heels in Charlotte. That's at a neutral site. That could be a dub. I think it's definitely gonna be a tough game. It's somewhat of a rivalry, from the Tar Heels being North Carolina and them South Carolina. That's gonna be a good game. Start off with. They got Furman College at home. That should be a dub. Let's get. That's one of those games where you see what you got, see the personnel. Probably a stat game. That I don't know what they call them. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? That's probably what it is. But then you got the Georgia Bulldogs in Athens. That is going to be a tough game. You hear me? It is. And I can't wait to see that one. Then they got the Mississippi Bulldogs at home. The Cowbells ain't going to be ringing down there in South Carolina. I don't know. We'll see. But they got them at home. And they got Tennessee. Ooh, they took them out when they was in the top 5. So they're going to want blood. Yes, they is. And they're playing them in Tennessee. Tennessee going to want to prove something to them. But I don't know. Are y'all getting y'all boys back? Do y'all got something to replace Hooker? And that right receiver that y'all had? I don't know. We'll see. And then they got the Florida Gators at home. It's an SEC easy game. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be a walkover. No, it's not. They got the Mizzou Tigers and Mizzou. Could be a tough game being away, and that Mizzou was a young team. If they get a lot of their players back out of the transfer portal, that should be a good game. Texas A&M away. Texas A&M has the advantage. You know what I mean? So that's tough, man. So far, that's tough. Gotta admit it. That's a tough schedule. And they got another stat game, should be, with the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. But they got them at home. So, that can possibly be a confidence game, because they just went through a gauntlet for real, for real. Then they got Vandy at home. And they finish off the season at home, of course, because then after Vandy, they got Kentucky. Then after Kentucky, they got Clemson. And Clemson, they want revenge too. So to me, that's an A+ schedule. And a lot of the SEC games are A+ schedules. I would say so, especially if you can get over 8 wins in the SEC. That's real good, man. If you can get over 8 wins in the SEC, that's real good. They got a good lineup, but the Gamecocks should be excited for their season because they got a quarterback who possibly come win the Heisman Trophy. Now it's all up to Spence right now. It's all up to Spence on what Spence is going to do this season because he's grown up a lot, and it's all up to him right now to see if he can handle the pressure of coming back and delivering a national title to the Gamecocks. I believe he could. It's not too far fetched because he's a great quarterback. He's probably going to be the best quarterback in the SEC next year. I mean, who else do y'all think is the best quarterback in the SEC? I think Spencer Rattler, hands down, is the best quarterback in the SEC. A lot of people might not know his name, or well, they probably do. I'll take that back. They definitely know who it is. I mean, anybody that watched QB1 on Netflix, they know who he is. But that's not him no more. So don't judge him off of that because, he grew up a lot. But adding Nick Gargiulo, I'm excited about that. No, I'm not a Gamecock fan at all. More of a Bulldog fan for real. But I should say. But I just like college football, man. I just like it. I'm just a fan of the whole thing, everything. Just seeing everybody grow from the college level and into the pros. Seeing them make that transition is I like just watching it. They go for it in college, man. They're trying to get to that pro level, or and really now with the NIL being there, they kind of are at that pro level. So but they still got to make a name for themselves. You can't just get name, image, and likeness if your name isn't nothing. So they still gotta make a name to get paid. So they're out to do that. You know what I mean? They're balling. They're going hard. They still got the love for the game. It's paying for their education. And now it could also help. They could also help pay their education off, and and be able to take care of family. They ain't gotta eat ramen noodles, you know what I'm saying? you know, they ain't gotta eat commissary food like they in prison or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they ordering commissary. Like, yeah, let me get some top ramens and some Cheetos and what I'm saying? You feel me? Like they ain't gotta do all that. So but this season is going to be exciting for a lot of teams, but I definitely wanted to highlight the South Carolina Gamecocks, particularly because of Spencer Rattler. Because if he's not the best quarterback in college next year, he's definitely going to be in the top five. Watch what I tell y'all. It's definitely going to be in the top five. The only one I think that can give him some competition is Shador. Right now, I'll do my research and I'll get back to it. But that's all I got for y'all right now. Y'all stay blessed and stay tuned.